Welcome back to Top 10 Amazing Facts. Today we are delving into the Last Supper. It was the final meal before the crucifixion, a moment of deep symbolism, betrayal, and a powerful message that echoes through time. Here are 10 prominent facts about the Last Supper, the actual biblical event that changed history forever. 10. It was a Passover meal. The Last Supper took place during Passover, a major Jewish holiday commemorating the Israelites' escape from Egypt. Jesus and his 12 disciples were celebrating this sacred feast together in Jerusalem, just as generations had before them. 9. Jesus was aware of his imminent death. Unlike his disciples, Jesus knew this would be his final meal. He spoke openly about his coming suffering and death, preparing his followers for what was about to happen, even though they didn't fully understand. 8. The First Communion was instituted. During the meal, Jesus broke bread and shared wine, saying, "This is my body. This is my blood." This was the origin of the Christian sacrament of communion, or the Eucharist, still practiced by millions today to remember Christ's sacrifice. 7. Judas's betrayal was predicted. Jesus shocked the room when he said, "One of you will betray me." Though Judas had already arranged to betray him, Jesus revealed it in front of everyone, even dipping bread into the bowl and handing it to Judas, a traditional sign of friendship. Interesting note, Judas left before the meal ended. According to the Gospel of John, Judas Iscariot left midway through the meal, right after Jesus handed him the dipped bread. The disciples thought he was going to buy more supplies or give money to the poor, showing they had no idea he was the betrayer until later that night. 6. The disciples argued about who was the greatest. Incredibly, during this sacred moment, the disciples started arguing about who among them was the greatest. Jesus used it as a teaching moment, reminding them that true greatness comes from humility and service. 5. Jesus washed their feet. In a powerful act of humility, Jesus washed the feet of his disciples, a task usually done by servants. He told them, "I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you." It was a lesson in servant leadership and love. 4. It took place in an upper room. The Last Supper happened in a large furnished upper room in Jerusalem, often referred to as the cenacle. Tradition says it was in the house of a follower of Jesus, possibly John Mark's family. 3. Peter's denial was foretold. Jesus told Peter, "Before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times." Peter was shocked and swore it would never happen, yet later that night, fear overcame him and the prophecy was fulfilled. 2. A new covenant was declared. When Jesus offered the wine, he said, "This is my blood of the new covenant." He was referring to a new relationship between God and humanity, sealed not by law or sacrifice, but by his own death and resurrection. 1. It ended with a hymn and a journey to Gethsemane. After the meal, Jesus and his disciples sang a hymn, likely from the Psalms, and went out to the Mount of Olives, where he would soon be arrested. It was the quiet before the storm, the last peaceful moment before the Passion began. The Last Supper was more than a meal. It was a turning point in history, rich with meaning, emotion, and divine purpose. Which fact did you find most powerful? Let us know in the comments below. If you want more faith-based history and fascinating facts, like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Thanks for watching Top 10 Amazing Facts. Stay curious, stay inspired.